You gotta get on. You gotta get on.
You gotta go 5 deep.
On today's episode of WatchJRGo, we are here in an undisclosed location with one of the rarest production vehicles in the world. Something you guys may have never seen before, or you might have if you watch other YouTubers. What is going on, guys? I am WatchJRGo, and today, like I said, I am here with Rich Rebuilds and the rarest vehicle known to mankind.
That's a bold statement.
I actually think it is, though.
That's a very bold statement.
More rare than a McLaren F1.
Yeah, true.
That was the bar.
Okay, just
right.
that.
Yeah, just
okay,
that.
cool.
Okay.
All right.
So this is the Arcimoto Roadster, a 2021 vehicle that is honestly so different and so far-fetched that they only made 5. There are not a lot hanging around. This is VIN number 5, the very last one. Today we're gonna take this thing out for a ride, take you on a tour of it, and show you all of the crazy things that went into building this. And it's a car that Arcimoto lost money on with basically every unit, kind of like all their vehicles. So this thing is loaded with cool tech, expensive features, and exposed frame. Let's just jump right in and check this thing out. Now, if you guys watched Rich's videos on the Arcimoto, you might know quite a bit about this already. He, of course, has the full car version, basically, where it has a cage and seat belts for the driver and the passenger. You sit 2 up, like a McLaren F1, center driving position. You know, it's basically, at the end of the day, this is an electric McLaren F1.
So what you do is, you could actually fit 3 up. I think this is the only one where you could sit 3 people on it.
Yeah, it's got that third seat.
What happens is here, this is usually for storage.
Yeah.
But you could have a person sit right here.
You just need sweet pegs.
And they hold on. Yeah, well, the other pegs are right back here.
Okay.
So you hold on like this, right? So
Yep.
picture this. Then you have the driver.
You could really have a 4th person.
Obviously, driver's here.
Sure.
Then the 3rd person, they do this.
Okay. That makes sense.
They ride like this.
Yeah.
So the person that's facing this way, right? You wrap your legs around them like this.
Yeah, that way they have a seatbelt.
And then you hold them like this the whole time. So that's how that works.
It also, since they don't have heated seats, it keeps them warm. It's really a feature.
It does have, so yeah, there's a heated seat.
Right, for the back.
Here.
The third
yeah, well, there's some electronics in here that overheat.
Okay.
So the warmth from that usually keeps them warm.
And also your child can ride here in the same position, facing you.
Facing you, and for the other person, the 5th person. Running the handlebars right here. You put a little cushion right there.
That's how you do it.
And you're good. I'll get out of your way.
I mean, we all know the handlebar was the thing growing up.
That was the thing.
You gotta ride.
Seriously, it really was.
Absolutely.
But I think I really think we could devise a way to have 5 people on this, no problem.
No problem.
I think so.
I mean, look, the thing is, they did all this beautiful structure to build this thing. The welds, first of all, we're being serious for a second. Look at this very beautiful welding and all these giant brackets that make sure this thing is super rigid.
Control arms, the shocks.
Yep, but you could have the 5th person by just welding a perch onto here. And
or have them stand right here.
That's true. They could just stand on the control
stand
arm.
right here.
Yeah.
And then you could just have them hold. Look at this.
So all we needed was a handle.
That's all you need.
That's all you need.
You could
This whole
probably
thing
fit.
is a rock, paper, scissors. Who gets the worst seat?
Who gets to sit on the control arm?
That's right.
I want to sit on the control arm. I saw that last time.
The only seat you want is the back padded one.
I really think, honestly, I hate to say it, like, you could literally have someone right here.
Absolutely.
And then you have the driver.
Yep.
And if you want, I think Arcimoto says the person here should be facing you.
That's what they said.
So that's what they told me.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's accurate, but
That's the buddy system.
That's the
You gotta
buddy
keep
system.
your eye on your
So
back.
that's
Now, Arcimoto is a weird entity at this point in time. Nobody knows what's going on with them, right? Around February of this year, they vanished themselves from the internet. Their social media still exists, but they took their website down, which is a weird thing for a car company to do.
strange move. I mean, like, with like, you know, their website providers that charge like $10 a month.
Right, and they just took it down.
They just took it down. It's just down. And also their phones were down too.
Oh, so no phones, no presence, but Facebook and Twitter and things like that, they still exist. So this is a relatively recent development. They just kind of vanished themselves, but they might still be making cars. They might.
I think
They really could still be out there making cars. You might be able to buy not a Roadster, but you might be able to buy an Arcimoto. So we have this 3-wheel config, like a Can-Am Spyder, and it's got Leonis wheels that look really good. It's like a metallic gunmetal, love that. Of course, you saw Rich working on the e-brake, or you didn't. I'm assuming that you did, but the e-brakes are actually really cool. It's this big electronic module that's at the front of this cable, and it runs all the way back, and then the e-brake just pulls on that right there.
Yeah. It's a Chinese like linear actuator right there.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
it right there.
Look at that's crazy.
And they actually want to see it work. Ready?
What a crazy way to do an
Focus on
e-brake.
it.
Yep, there you go. If it works, it works.
Yeah.
You really can't hate on that. So, that's pretty cool. All of this is bespoke. This whole rear swing arm here, it surrounds the back of this thing. This is the battery compartment here. And the swing arm comes around it and then meets, and it's all welded together with really nice work to pick up this completely custom hub that is welded on. So good luck replacing that if anything ever goes wrong.
Well, actually,
This
second one right here.
well, you do. The thing is, you're the only person in the world that has them, so.
Yeah, that's very true.
He sure has a second one. So this is Ride Tech Fox suspension, you guys. I was saying that this thing has really cool technology, really cool parts. Everything is bespoke. Ride Tech and Fox together must be an insane combo.
And it's you can adjust the height, so we technically could turn this into an off-roader.
Oh yeah,
If
we
we
can just
wanted
lift
to.
it real quick.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It has Corbin seats. Everything on this is a partnership, and Arcimoto owes money to all of these vendors, from what we can tell. I don't think I can just go out and say that.
Yeah, you did it, actually a couple specific ones. I think mostly the Chargers.
Okay.
The one with the Chargers they owe money to. I think they're in a little trouble. I mean, I like the product.
Yes.
But they're in a little bit of a financial trouble, and a little bit I mean, if your phones and your website doesn't work, you're probably in some
a little bit of hot water.
Actually, earlier they got their power shut off this year too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
I read a little bit of the bankruptcy filing,
Yeah.
and some of the biggest people they owed money to, of course. I saw Corbin was on the list, their seat manufacturer.
Really?
They must owe money, I'm just guessing, I guess they owe money to everybody.
Are you worried they're going to come after you by saying,
Yeah, just in case.
you don't want Arcimoto after you.
They might not
You
exist
don't want
as a
Arcimoto
company.
coming after you, right?
But anyway, the seats are actually really cool. This is a partnership. They're heated. And of course, Corbin's on everything they made. This must be a CAN bus control unit. Is this just 4 wires or something, Rich?
Yes. Yep.
So that's really nice. I mean, it's fancy, laser engraved.
And on the other side, I'll show you, I'll give you a little tour.
Yeah, let's go.
Now, on the non-Roadsters, you can see
we
there's
go.
features that never came to market yet. So
Of course.
obviously you have your windshield wipers, 3 different levels, the washers, the heated seat.
Yep. But not the rear heated seat?
I don't know what happened here.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's supposed to be your heated seat. Heated grips as well.
Sure.
Your parking brake, AC. Is an option. Defroster.
Uh-huh.
I think that's traction control system. What
But
level
it's
of
funny
stability?
that yeah, I mean, it's clearly an Arcimoto, but it just looks like forklift doing burnout.
Pretty much, yeah. And then this is for power steering level control, settings, and it's the letter M with the circle around it.
I don't know what the M is for.
I don't know.
It's Megacorp.
I
It's from some movie.
Yeah, seriously.
Anyway, we're going to jump in here and take a look at a little bit of the front of this. Check out the charge port. So it's got J1772 into its charger. Very nice. Plug it in pretty much anywhere you can find a level 2 charger. Again, more Fox shocks on the front end. The suspension, of course, is all bespoke as well. This looks exactly like the front end of my Aero Atom, which is kind of impressive. Look at these giant ball joints that hold this thing together. Dual motor. We've got 2 motors in this thing that let it absolutely rip. Totally custom front end, hella lights. They spared no expense putting these things together. It's just all of the greatest parts in the world. Like if you got on Summit's website and went crazy, this is what you would end up with. Although I don't think Summit even sells some of this crazy OEM stuff. Key switch bullets, that's pretty funny. This has an aquatic AV amplifier for the audio system right here. And it has a Bluetooth, little power light or something like that as well. There's some speakers hiding out in here, but there are optional JBL speakers and a subwoofer for the Roadsters, which is absolutely wild. GPS speedometer with, this is like the antenna you see on the back of a cop car for their radios. But that's their GPS antenna for the Speedo. Of course, the motor controller right there, and all of the wiring has very nice short runs to the controller. Look at that, it's just so well packaged. There's your fireman's loop if there's an emergency and you need to cut the thing. And of course, manual brake booster right there with a magnetic sensor to figure out the brake position. and electric power steering that you might have been able to change the level of in the future, and you can't on this one. A big 12-volt breaker in there, over to the car battery, the motorcycle battery that powers everything up, and that's basically a walk around of this entire bike slash car slash FUV. It only has 441 miles on it. Is this a touchscreen?
Do you know what FUV stands for?
It is a touchscreen. Fun, unique vehicle.
Fun utility vehicle.
Fun utility vehicle. Okay, I was just guessing. Oh, I'm not allowed to change the pin.
No.
Wow.
Sorry.
Unfortunately. Oh, wow, it does work.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's cool. What's off to? Ooh,
Who knew?
I didn't know it was going to shut the whole thing down. No one's ever tried off before.
Never turned on again.
There's a good chance it actually doesn't turn back on. All right, we got the Arcimoto logo. Now I have to step on the brake.
And there's a brake pressure switch. It's not just on
Yeah.
and off.
I saw that.
Brake pressure.
Okay, so I hit start. There we go. All right, we are back in business.
So you see right here, there's two sensors to monitor brake
there sure
pressure.
are.
For both front and rear.
But you also have this little magnetic position switch that's like a...
to make sure the brake lights turn on that way, and then you have these two right here. You know what you know what it says? Push harder.
Yes.
Is a pressure switch in both the front and rear to let you know how hard you're pushing the brake.
That's funny. Each side of the mastery just goes to one side.
Yeah, I wish I knew why.
How crazy.
Yeah.
Well, it does stop. I can tell you that much.
It does stop past that.
the bottom of it?
What, do we have to lift it up in there?
Yeah,
so we can do a full tour?
Well, everybody wants to see the bottom.
Let's go underneath.
I also like that the CAN bus module here controls this nice PDM. Like, that is honestly really fancy. They went all in on this thing, and you can tell.
I mean, the steering's tight. The steering is good, solid materials. It's
I can't. If we tried to build this, they sold for what?
20 something, 21.
21.
Yeah.
This would cost us every bit of $70,000 to try to build one.
Yep.
Every dollar of it.
Absolutely.
So
I think it also cost them $70,000.
it probably did. I bet that's probably why they made 5. They were like, well, we can't keep this up.
Isn't sustainable. Well, then again, who's their competition? It's all the
spiders.
The spiders.
Yep.
And it's the what do you call it? The Can-Ams?
Yeah. Well, the Can-Am spiders.
The Can-Am spiders.
Yeah.
So those, this thing gives you 100 miles of range. By the time you get out to where you need to go, it's 50 miles, and you come back, that's not really a day.
It's dead.
Motorcycle riders, they ride for like 6 hours at a time, going to whatever, Vermont.
Virginia,
Sturgis.
You got to go to Sturgis.
Wherever you. Where do you guys go in Kansas? You guys, this is like a bike.
Yeah. We go
right?
to Cassidy in Kansas.
Okay, there you go. Do you ride more than 50 miles?
Oh yeah, wait. It's like an hour and a half at least.
So yeah.
Each way.
So at that point, if this thing dies, all right, see you guys later. Beep,
Right.
beep, and you turn around.
It sounds like what needs to happen is we take this to Sturgis, full Harley Davidson livery,
You should.
and just see what happens.
Wait a minute, how far is Sturgis from here?
It's a very long way. It's like Montana, Wyoming,
This thing,
Montana.
you might actually not make it.
It's out there.
You actually might not make it.
We can throw the generator on the back, keep
Right.
it charged,
That's right.
and then we'll just wrap it full Harley.
As long as
And then all of us are, Rich will wear the chaps without the back end.
I could do that.
and we're gonna ride 5 up.
5 up. We could ride 5.
If we rotated, we'd never have to stop.
If I see 5 guys, I would love this to see 5 of us on this thing, just
Man.
down the street.
Think about Sturgis is a lot of women riding around on the motorcycles too. You could have the same. I sold my jet boat. I said room
would
for
be
1
sick.
guy and 5 women. You could have 1 guy and
That would
5.
be sick.
It could be
We're
done.
looking to go the opposite way.
Yeah, we don't.
Really not
Just
what we
men.
wanted to do.
We'll realize we made a mistake later, but it's
Yeah.
not going to start that
After
way.
3 seconds, like, this isn't a good idea.
All right, I'm gonna go drive this thing around so we can hopefully show everybody what it's like to ride the rarest
How are
production
you going
vehicle.
to ride? You want me to get in the back and film your reaction?
Yeah.
How about you? Okay, let's do that. We can do this the whole time.
Are we going 3 up?
Why not?
Yeah, I gotta try to back around.
All right, I'm gonna move so you can actually get out successfully.
Oh, I feel like a little kid. My feet can't touch.
All right, go ahead, back it up.
All right, I'm backing up. We should mention it has one issue. Sometimes you put it in a gear and nothing happens.
I
So then
know
you
why.
have to. Why is that?
You have to be, before you go anywhere, it
Yeah.
has to be in neutral for at least 3 seconds first.
Oh,
Because it doesn't
okay.
want you to whack the throttle and just go into someone's house,
I gotcha.
or like hit.
So it's like a hidden safety thing that it should be telling us on the screen.
Yeah.
It really should tell
It
us.
should say, please wait, but it's like,
Yeah.
nah, I don't think I will.
No, I'm just gonna hope that you'll figure it out. And if you don't figure it out, good luck. I think we're configured to drive.
It's kind of cool how quiet it is, though. It does feel nice when you're moving.
Super nice.
We can still have a conversation.
I know, exactly. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we can yell back and forth.
We literally could fit another person on this.
We could fit one more person,
Yeah.
easy. The missed opportunity here was having this set up like a tube at the lake that everybody, rides the hot dog tube.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
Hot tub. It isn't that bad. This is kind of cool.
It is kind of cool.
Don't publish this, please. I have an image to keep up.
It's too late.
I have an image.
We went 0.1 miles on this thing, 3 up, and we've gotten 3 compliments in that time because
Dude, that's sick.
how? Everyone's like, what is that?
One guy said nice threesome, and you know what's funny? He actually walked into the woods, and we never.
He's gone.
Like, you noticed that, right?
Yeah.
He's walking to the woods.
He showed up just to say that.
He's gone. I
Popped
don't know where
out.
he went. Another guy said, "Hey, that thing's awesome."
He did. And then when I was writing it a minute ago, the girl was walking by and like waved and said hi. I was like, well, that seems like a compliment for sure.
This seems.
So this
like,
is better than a slingshot.
This is pretty much better than everything. I don't know.
I'm surprised about how many comments we're getting on this.
Well, let's go.
Well, we've been told that the slingshot, people think that women are gonna compliment them, but it's always just dudes.
Well, all
Every car.
cars,
That's every
all
car.
cars
But he got
are
a
just
compliment, but he got a woman on this one, so it's got one up on them for
That's
sure.
true.
You know why? Because it's non-threatening.
It is very non-threatening.
It's electric and.
I mean, look at this thing, guys. It's the rarest vehicle in the world, and it looks cool.
the rarest vehicle in the world. Get all the views. Like, wait, I know what that is.
It's also funny. This front end is straight off a snowmobile.
Yes.
You could think it was a snowmobile that we put wheels on.
Absolutely.
I think we have to go into town and find a fourth guy.
No,
We offered, and he wasn't man enough to take
A
it.
fourth guy's coming right now.
Okay, well, there we go. It's gonna happen.
Oh, anyway, all jokes aside, this thing's amazing, and it's really fun to ride around in this slightly cool weather. If only it had heated and cooled seats, it'd be absolutely perfect. We'll talk about the driving experience for just a moment here. First of all, the power steering does actually work, and Rich told me that it would be impossible to move without it, and I do think that's true. You still have to use quite a bit of force to really turn in on this until it's moving. When it's really going, you can kind of turn in easily, but other than that, good luck moving the front end around. It's really fast, scary fast, and it's also really, really smooth. And that's really about all there is to say. It's exactly what you would expect from a motorcycle. So that is the 1 of 5, the very last one ever produced, the Arcimoto Roadster. Maybe you can find one of these somewhere, but Rich owns the majority of them ever made, so there's a good chance we'll never see one again. That is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to head on over to shop WatchJRGo.com for cool shirts, not like this. And please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and I will talk to you next time.
If you had this and then put holsters on it so you could carry a couple sacks of booms.
Sacks of booms.
Because, you know, they're rare as a Sagittarius.
We gotta have sack of booms.
Does that guy just ride around with everything that you can't get?
And you also have to have a dog. A dog and 2 sacks of booms.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
You don't have a sax of boom, do you, Rich?
I'm sorry?
A sax of boom.
What the hell is that?
The kid's toy that goes da 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 da.
It's about as rare as this thing is.
Yeah.
No, never heard of that.
Oh, well, we'll get you one. Maybe.
Saxoboom?
A sax of boom.
Sax boom.
It's literally just a saxophone, but a kid's toy.
So John Wells, what are you doing?
I'm taking the Arcimoto back out so we can roll 4 deep on this ride that is clearly built for 6.
Oh, 4 deep, huh?
4 deep.
Big sausage party.
It's gonna be like straight up India.
I mean, at least, yeah. At least.
The power steering now.
Come on.
I got all
Not
my
that
weight.
bad. This is just too precious right here.
This is. I felt that. I felt that.
All right, folks.
This is what the Arcimoto is built for.
Here's a sausage party. Right
Do
here.
not try it at home. Don't try this at home.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Hold on, why is Rich in the very back?
You know.
I call it discrimination.
We'll be okay.
Couple boys having some fun. All right. Look how versatile the Arcimoto is.
Don't kill me.
All right, ready?
You got the brake?
I go, dude. Look how low this is hilarious.
Slowest the thing's ever gone.
This is insane.
We're waiting on Rich to get on.
All right, we got on right now.